In traffic together, let's head over to Michelle. Well, Danielle, we do have a dry and mild morning out there. Just like the last few mornings, we've started off with some gray skies, some mist, some patchy fog in spots, and that low cloud cover will thin out through the morning hours. Right now it's 68 in Providence. We've got a south wind at 7, humidity running high. Top weather headline, it's still mild today during especially the first part of the day, but it's a transition day. We've got a cold front coming in. By this evening and tonight, our temperatures just take a tumble. They'll rapidly fall after sunset tonight, and a cool and dry stretch on the way. If you're an autumn weather lover, this is a great looking weekend for you. Let's go ahead and take a look at visibilities right now. We're at about a quarter mile in the Worcester area, down to 2.5 miles in Smithfield, and about 4 miles in New Bedford. Some thicker fog as you head out towards Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket, but just patchy dense fog, some low cloud cover. Temperatures running well above average again for this morning. By tomorrow morning, I'm expecting temperatures in Providence to be a whole 20 degrees cooler than where we're starting the day today. And here's the culprit. It's a cold front, and you can see where the temperatures just drop off the further west that you go. So we're very mild on the East Coast, running about seasonable right now over Pittsburgh and parts of New York, and the core of the cold air working its way across the Great Lakes. We should wake up tomorrow in the 40s. This front will swing in this afternoon and this evening. There are showers along and actually just behind the front itself, so those will be moving in for the second half of the day. So I do expect a dry morning commute, just fog giving way to hazy sun. 68 to 75 for your temperatures this afternoon, coming in at about 78 in Central Falls, downtown at 79. Winds take a turn to the northwest after the front moves through, and as that happens, these high temperatures will start to fall. 77 Barrington, 78 at TF Green. So the high for the day, probably 1, 2 o'clock. By 5 o'clock in the evening, we could be in the 60s in spots. 79 in Coventry, about 78 in Wickford. Northern suburbs, the high temperature in the upper 70s, but falling in the afternoon. Showers are likely for the second half of the day, and we may see a few passing showers by later in the day for New Bedford. Seekonk at 78, Middletown 76, Little Compton at about 77. Visibility on the bay, 2 to 4 miles, and not only some fog, but also those showers. High tides at 10 o'clock in the morning. The low tide is just before 4 in the afternoon. 7-day Futurecast. Not a great beach day by later on today. If you do head down there, there's a moderate risk of rip currents at the local beaches from Tropical Storm Maria, which is still going to stay well out to sea. 66 for the high tomorrow. Nights in the 40s this weekend. High 66 on Saturday. Tons of sun both weekend days. A high of 67 on Sunday, and then even early next week. Still running